So I've recently had the chance to test out a real-life Death Stranding 2 Exoskeleton. I kid you not. Kojima Productions officially partnered with Exoskeleton company DNSYS to design this Death Stranding 2 on the beach limited edition version of the DNSYS Z1 Exoskeleton Pro. Art director Yoji Shinkawa, the legend himself, was directly involved, serving as co-designer and defining its visual language, and it shows. It looks really authentic, and like it could have been taken right out of the game. But this exoskeleton isn't just for show, it's a real product with real functionality aimed at facilitating walking, jogging, running, hiking, biking, and just general navigation, making them less straining on your knees and less tiring in general. When DNSYS reached out with the prospect of sending me a unit to give this device a test run, as someone who both loves cool new tech and has always loved the idea of a real-life version of the Death Stranding exoskeleton, and is also a massive Kojima and Shinkawa fan, I couldn't resist my curiosity. And now, having spent a few days with the Z1 Exoskeleton Pro, and even having gone on a hike with it with my lovely wife, who was pretty much the cinematographer of all this B-roll, I have to say, it really does work, and I find the promise of a product like this genuinely exciting. So, how does it work? Well, on each leg, you've essentially got a motor that is attached to 3 articulating braces. One is placed right above your knee, and the remaining 2 are placed behind your legs, more specifically the back of your thigh and your calf. And much like how in the game, wearing an exoskeleton makes Sam feel lighter, more mobile, and more balanced, the real-life device achieves a similar effect. And when the motors kick in, what they essentially do is apply force and a steady push to the back of your legs in such a way that the braces give you a cushion-like resistance when you bend your legs and a boost when you extend them from a bent position. So what I found was that in scenarios where I would go uphill, anytime I took a step on an incline and began extending my knees, my legs got a boost. There was less strain on my quads and my knees because the motors would kick in and do a lot of the leg extension work for me. And then in scenarios where I would go downhill, I felt the motors adding some resistance in such a way that it cushioned the impact of every step and took much of the load off my knees, almost as if there was like a springy, invisible chair supporting me with every step. All the while, I was still getting my cardio in, I still felt like I was going on a hike, but the strains on my leg muscles and limbs were significantly diminished. I didn't know what to expect when I finally put it on and turned it on. Part of me wondered if I would feel any difference, but I really did. I was surprised by how much lighter I felt during the hike. The exoskeleton just helped support a lot of my body weight, so I genuinely felt lighter. And all of this was by design. The goal of this product is to give your steps a 50% boost, to make you feel around 44 pounds lighter, to offload around 200% of your body weight from the knees, and to give you an endurance boost so you're able to walk or hike for longer. From my personal usage and experience, this product achieved all of those goals. The exoskeleton also connects to the DNSYS app, which not only allows you to switch between different modes and behaviors for the device, but also allows you to see how much force the device is applying in real time. You can kind of visualize what you're feeling on your legs as the motors kick in. Another test that really highlighted the efficacy of this exoskeleton was the invisible chair position. When I got in a squatting position, I could feel the exoskeleton providing some support on the back of my thighs, effectively making it easier to sit in the air. And getting back up from it, I felt the device help extend and straighten my legs to the point where I accidentally did a little jump even. And to really put this device through its paces, I decided to try using this device to walk up and down stairs to see how much support it would provide. Walking upstairs 2 steps at a time, I could really feel a force behind my legs giving me a push. It just made it way easier and way less strenuous. Walking downstairs 2 steps at a time, I once again felt that resistance, which cradled my knees and took a lot of the impact and force off of them, almost as if there were like invisible springs under my feet, giving a certain sense of confidence to tackle the steeper terrains and to keep on keeping on. I even tried out some exercises like one-legged step-ups. I tried out some lunges, some Bulgarian split squats. I even tried some deadlifts with it, and yeah, every single one of those exercises felt much easier with the exoskeleton on. Not that I would work out with an exoskeleton, as that defeats the whole purpose of it, but just as a testing environment for the exoskeleton, it was pretty wild to, feel the difference. It helps that this exoskeleton is incredibly lightweight as well. It's actually the lightest exoskeleton on the market right now, and it's also pretty low profile, all things considered. It blended well enough with my hiking outfit, I didn't feel self-conscious about wearing it, but at the same time, when I do look closely at it and the craftsmanship, it genuinely looks like a really sleek, futuristic, and cool piece of technology. And it's one that once you know how to set it up and how to put on all the straps and whatnot, putting it on and taking it off actually became pretty second nature and easy to figure out. If there's one thing that none of us can beat, it's time. And with the passage of time comes deterioration of limbs and joints that I do have to be conscious of since I'm approaching my mid-30s now. The better I take care of myself now, the better off I'll be in my latter years. And a technology like the DNSYS Exoskeleton Z1 Pro that offers quality of life enhancements that allow me to do outdoor activities while being able to put less strain on my limbs and joints, that's the kind of tech that genuinely gets me psyched because it actually is beneficial to people who could use it. Being able to go on heights, still get that cardio in, but save my knees from wear and tear and potential long-term damage. Being able to have the pros of a hike and diminishing the cons. And then add on top of that the collaboration with Kojima Productions and the way Yoji Shinkawa's artistic mind and visual language kind of leaps out from the game into reality in a way that doesn't just look like a prop, but like an actual piece of functional tech that also happens to have practical use and feels really cool to use. All of that is the sweet cherry on top. I also think it's really cool on the part of Kojima Productions to collaborate with a company like DNSYS and a technology like this, one that has parallels to Kojima's own work, while also shining a spotlight on a piece of technology that genuinely aims to make people's lives easier and better and less strenuous, and just kind of help them connect with nature and physical activities more, for those who a device like this can make all the difference. And I can only imagine what the future holds for a tech like this as more advancements are made. Genuinely excited to see how much further it can go. But yeah, suffice to say that I've had a lot of fun and a lot of great insight into what the future might hold just using the Death Stranding 2 edition of the DNSYS Z1 Exoskeleton Pro. And a big thank you to DNSYS for the opportunity to test out this device and for sponsoring today's video. And if a technology and device like this interests you or could potentially serve you, then you can use my link in the description and comment section below to get yours today or to check it out. And with that, folks, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Yong out.
Let's connect that Cairo network, yeah? Ah.